Atop a golden tree, which leaves had always hung far down, tapping the uncut wild grass, slept a boy. His eyes, often wide, had been sleepy and so were shut. You may wonder what else existed outside a golden tree and a small boy. You may cast your thoughts to the sky or the surrounding land. Well, the sky may have been the brightest blue ever to be seen, and the surrounding greenery so brilliantly green that it beguiled passers-by, causing them to comment for hours on the immense greenness. But no, this tale concerns itself with far more peculiar matters. The dreams of a child. His, because his was also his name, had enjoyed the world, and his dreams had reflected that. He had continuously astounded the other boys at school with the yarns he spun, tales of epic and wild proportions with monsters and dragons, nymphs and trolls, creatures that even the best descriptive writer would have difficulty bringing to life. But his did it with ease. Not only with ease, but with style. If he were to write a book, illustrated with crayon, pressed together with the same glue used to attach macaroni to card, and only made 4 copies because the crayon wore out and he ate all the glue, it would still be heralded as a marvel of storytelling and character, and an endeavour in creativity never seen before. It was all there, inside his head, waiting for him to bring it to life. Only 2 weeks prior, in fact, he had the other boys so invested in a particular story concerning 3 wild oxen, a badger, a case of enchanted compass, and the brave and noble Lord Dunham that they missed the entire day. The entire day. First bell to last, they worried the teachers something wicked. It was only when they found the boys all sat around a makeshift campfire which exhibited no actual fire that the police were sent home and the parents unclenched their worried and quite sweaty fists. But on this day, a day where the wind didn't blow the same as it had before, his was unsettled up in the tree. Nobody, being the name of his best friend, had accounted that his seemed off during school. Usually the soul of any gathering, today he had been distant and quiet. Nobody was frankly worried. The moment the last bell rang, his escaped his friends and made his way home. Before his parents could ask about school and his lessons, his escaped them too and climbed the tree in the garden. There he now slept. Now, this was not uncommon really. His parents didn't give much thought despite the slight gloom in his stomping. They were busy anyway and knew to leave his to himself straight after school when he usually came up with new dreams. For hours the boy would sit up there. In fact, on the day his father and mother, surprisingly named Father and Mother, moved into the house, Father plopped a sapling into the ground and called to Mother, "Our boy will climb this tree for hours." "Our girl will not," Mother replied. At his birth, Father was so happy he'd been right on the sex, he gave his name to emphasise the win. No, nothing was out of sorts with Father and Mother or with his being up that tree. But if they did know what was happening in the tree, behind his eyes, in his head, to his dreams, they'd probably have run out. But they'd know. As all adults do, there's not much can be done when a child's dreams are in trouble. Before, if someone was to take a look inside his head, all they would find would be wonder. But now it was fading. Something had shifted, something new slept behind his eyes. A shadow in the shape of a monster with the voice of a man. His awoke. He blinked into life and knew for certain, shivering and shaking as he was, his dreams wouldn't be the same after today. Oh. I am usually so much better with making up names, but I really just think I just let go with that one and just went with whatever was the word before when I had to name them. Anyway, so the next piece that I've got is called The Coming Age of Coming of Age, and I just kind of sat down and, as you can see, just sort of rambled on a load of different ideas, some verse, some random, I'll go through it and you'll see what I mean, but here we go. The coming of age of coming of age. Coming of age. Of coming age. Age coming of, coming age of. Of age coming, age of coming. I never thought I'd make it. To come of age is 1, to have your worldview shattered. 2, to grapple with yourself and evaluate where you sit in this world that takes its place. 3, inevitably burst through, capable and ready to take on a brand new world. Now some verse. I sat in a field with my carrots all peeled. Nothing was sealed, but soon would be revealed. Though time and time and time again I find myself here, lessons learnt but danger near. In the car I talk, eyes fixed on the street. She would drive while she listened, but our eyes couldn't meet. I am still growing, coming, changing, still learning and shoving. Maybe this time no blaming. No, sorry, what? Our relationship is bizarre. My thought's the same as anyone, so let's say hurrah. We all went through you, we all know your deal, but you like that, don't you? Bit of a meal. You want some honesty? All right, let's go. I once carved mine and a girl's name into a tree. That was me. Back then. Sorry. It's late and I have Gutter Street tomorrow. Can I just dump my thoughts? I hated coming of age. Coming to slaughter. The slaughter of my old self, replaced by this new man who would continue doing the wrong thing till put down or dead. It was a pain and annoying, but I guess I learnt in the end. Once I'd been through it, been around the block, I began to realise that the films ended too early. They didn't show the reality. Requesting that films show reality was probably part of my problem. They ended too soon. To come of age is not an event, a moment, a breakfast club on becoming adult. It takes time. It takes dedication and a lot of education. I have come of age 4 times at least, left an old body behind and given myself the middle finger for it. Fuck, just destroy the world, fuck it, leave it behind, because isn't that where it belongs? We have to grow, we have to change, we have to, but then I once thought love was all I needed. I once thought the world was kind and easy. Turns out it's debt, arseholes, and a struggle to find a decent and affordable place to live in London. Am I right? I'm still not sure what I mean by all this. If it'll resonate with anyone. I'll have another crack at some verse. Deep breath. I loved them all, though they weren't me yet. I know I have to grow, but I don't have to forget.